Hey, Alex. I've almost finished writing the summary for the report.
Perfect.
I'm still unconvinced. So here's a question for you, Alex. How can we do this without killing 3 strikes?
Fencer still hasn't recovered?
He has, but the doctor won't let him fly.
Just as much.
How much longer are you gonna make me wait?
This is self-important stuff.
Here, and he really is quite important.
We're connected. Ready now, sir.
I'm Brigadier General Howard Clemens. I'm in charge of this operation. Our objective is to capture an advanced submarine in harbor at Artiglio. The port of Artiglio and the surrounding oil facilities were mostly destroyed by another air operation.
Oh, that port. Seems like such a long time ago.
You've been there? However, Erusian forces repaired the facilities and used them to resupply and maintenance a massive submarine.
Here's a question. How long do you think this submarine is? If you guess 495 meters, you're right. It also has a width of 116 meters and a submerged displacement of 810,000 tons. It's a supersized nuclear submarine powered by 2 liquid metal-cooled reactors.
I guess it really is huge. So who's the quiz show host?
David Norton. I'm an OIA analyst from Advanced Weapons Analysis.
Why isn't he here?
Because he doesn't need to be. He can perform his analysis at his home office.
Ha! We've got ourselves an armchair detective.
Continue.
I've come to call this super submarine the Alicorn. The Alicorn is a submarine, and yet it can stage aircraft operations like a carrier. It also boasts some serious firepower with its 2 main railguns. Their range is over 400 kilometers.
A real monster for a war.
The sub's force projection capabilities are equivalent to a carrier strike group. Furthermore, it can approach underwater or use aircraft and railguns to attack outside the enemy's range. It has an unusual history befitting such a ship. It was launched 4 years ago. However, it went MIA on a sea trial after being outfitted. It was later found at the bottom of the ocean by chance, and of the 356 crewmen, 330 were rescued. Here's the question. For how many days was the Alicorn underwater? It was 698 days.
Whoa. They were down there 2 years?
They were on the seafloor at 15 degrees.
So why are they deploying it to the front lines now?
I suspect it has to do with the loss of an arsenal bird in the IRBM cluster.
Huh. Okay, so we just blow up the damn thing?
We capture it. Don't make me repeat myself. We've had reports from local sources that there are weapons of mass destruction aboard the Alicorn.
Source.
If we can secure that evidence, we'll gain advantage in the peace negotiations post-war.
The OC Navy has dispatched a fleet, including a landing ship, to capture the Alicorn. Our mission is to secure air superiority and protect this assault and capture task force.
If we take too long, they'll scuttle the sub. The fleet will commence its actions while we seize the skies.
Wouldn't it be risky to bring the fleet in before we secure air superiority?
That is none of your concern.
So basically, you're putting our fleet in danger for political gains.
They should have taught how to address superiors in boot camp.
An EW squadron will be deployed. Their ESM will be a valuable asset. Stay within their range, and you'll have a significant advantage over your enemies. The ETA for the EW aircraft is the same as HL.
Only Strider Squadron will sortie.
Whoa, I have to sit this one out?
Wait, Wiseman, you're not coming?
I'll be assisting the Brigadier General at HQ.
This is by no means a difficult mission. Your squadron commander's absence shouldn't change that.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
It's a requiem. Set off as soon as we're ready. Here we go. Do it with a bang. Understood. Shit. What's up?
Friendly aircraft and EW aircraft will arrive 5 minutes late.
What?
Retreat and wait for backup. Retreat not authorized. Gain air superiority at once.
Trigger, what now?
Just for aircraft? Just copy that. Come on, it's time to find a real fighter pilot.
Trigger's already kicked off the game.
Going in. After Trigger.
All aircraft engage, weapons free.
Sir, you didn't tell us there was a change in the decal.
There are hot shots within the last 5 minutes.
Don't slow down. Wait, it's not an option. Enemy detected. They rescue. Lockdown bandit. Attacking. Enemy is flat. Help me! Clear them out. They're after me. This is Trigger 1. 3 and 4 hit the Trigger line and get the attack. Trigger 3, welcome. We're tailing. I like your movement to play.
Trigger, I'm seeing advanced stealth fighters.
SU-57s, highly capable planes. Stay on your toes if you engage them.
Bingo number is tougher than I thought.
Shut your trap and keep shooting.
Shit. Do it with a bang.
I'm hit! Enemy movement. I myself by taking him down.
Combat's a lot harder than the linesman.
You sure? Our man Trigger was an absolute monster just now.
Look who we got here. This planet I may be past our time, but we're no pushovers. Yeehaw! Here we go, cowboys. Surround them.
I don't need no wiseman to fly.
Step over, Cal.
I know.
Come on, let's get this clear away. These guys are good. Look at the one on the left. Keep them on the right. We're the last generation of fighter pilots. Show them just what we can do.
It's not every day you're in a battle like this.
Come on, try me. Nobody's got more combat experience than we do.
Take them on advance.
Strider Squadron. Enemy aircraft have begun their assault on the fleet. Swiftly secure our air superiority.
I know that, but we're outnumbered. Pushing back hard.
What you got? One last number.
Destroyed.
That was a fine fast fight, brother. Drone dead. My calculators will never be enough to beat 3 strikes. Don't hit me. No way. I got my real strong with me. See you later, cowboy. I'll be right. Wait for more. Keep course. A few sparks are to be expected. That's 3 strikes. I thought it's fine. Huh. You dodged that? Looks like a true ace.
Missile launched. Yes, EW aircraft and Drake Squadron are here.
I didn't think you'd get her so quickly.
The EW aircraft have strong ESM on board. They can improve your dogfighting capabilities by enhancing missile range, homing, and more.
Behind the enemy. Flank's down quite a few, but haven't even made a dent.
Shut up. You see Trigger complaining?
Well, he doesn't talk much, but fine. Here I go. Drake Squadron, follow me. I'll show you how the pros do it.
Copy that. Show us what you got. Definitely hit a hornet's nest. Plane don't mean a thing, kid. Not without proper skills. Drake 5 engaging. Thank you for minutes speed. EW aircraft moved to control. Drake 1 engaging. Drake 3 engaging. My weakness said he saw 3 strikes. Damn it, I can't stop clowning.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Enemy dodged. Continue with your target.
The party's just getting started.
My tail's acting up. Keep your eyes on three strikes. You may learn a thing or two. Roger.
I'm taking fire, but I can fly.
Strider 2, Fox 2.
They're after our EW aircraft. Showing up. Showing up.
Behind the enemy.
Missile away.
Can't have to move to die in the sky.
Trigger splash the hostile. Good. The ESM's improving your aircraft's dogfighting capabilities.
We're not fighting UAVs. It's just as hard on them as it is on us.
It takes an ace to down an ace.
Hostile eliminated. That's the way to do it.
We need orders to dance with.
Okay, I quit. Not counting their numbers anymore.
Trigger, take out enemies away from our fleet too. Take control of the entire airspace.
Where did my sight? You see the size of that zone? Why the hell was it not in action all this time?
Can't afford one of our EW aircraft.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Keep track of your allies.
Shaking off enemy lock.
EW aircraft was hit. It's being attacked by an F-15E. Entering ESM range. I should have switched pawns. That's launched.
I got a lock. Should be dead ahead, but I can't see them.
Target acquired.
Too many of them.
One. Bandit splashed. Multiple aircraft approaching this airspace. They're Harriers.
Any moves to attack our fleet must be stopped.
Strike.
Wilco.
Missile.
Sure? Damn sure. Three strikes.
Don't let them get to Enchanter.
I don't even have time for a snack on this operation.
You just wait. I'll get you a break in a second.
Thanks.
No control. Returning to base. Don't forget to tell the mechanics if you have a problem every time Grease Trick shows up.
Target is down. Harrier destroyed. Nice work. Those fighters are after the fleet. Take care of the rest.
Yes! This is the air combat I've been waiting for. Don't really care about the stuff. Just want to go fight out.
Numbers will all win you dogfight.
Be advised, enemy aircraft nearing the landing ship.
Warning! Man on your six!
Enemy missile detonated in the waters on the port side. Good God.
I'll show you. You think you can come over? You gotta get me.
Harrier 2s have all been destroyed. Good job. Great work.
Control rating. Evacuate immediately. Lost the ship. It's the destroyer type.
Strider 1.
Command to the officer. The approaching landing ship is to be considered hostile. Set it as your target. Roger. Set primary target to hostile landing ship Puffin. Our target is the captain of the Puffin, Robin Airy. Captain? Ah, you don't see it. Gunnery is about killing the people on board.
Detecting hostile barrage jamming. They brought EW aircraft. I'm displaying the jammed area on your radars.
That bird over there flies pretty well. Didn't think pilots of that caliber were still around. Missile's not homing in properly.
When in range of enemy jammers, missile lock-on and homing capabilities are reduced.
This is gonna be trouble.
Enemy EW aircraft is down.
Crit. Their jamming zone's shrinking.
Three gauge, Fox 2.
I get target at the moment I try to close in on their ships. They're only human. They'll tire out soon enough. Take down the EW aircraft. Getting us trouble.
Going down, going down!
They sure brought a lot of...
All aircraft, if you want to make it, take advantage of Enchanter's support.
Past the third checkpoint. We're halfway there. From Puffin to all ships. Change formation. Full speed ahead. Move in front of the landing ship Puffin. We're going to be their shield.
Any place for pilots or flight by UAV interceptor. This is it. This is the battlefield I've been craving.
Fox 2! Trigger took down the enemy EW aircraft.
That would have been way too close if it wasn't for Trigger.
Locked on.
Break their coordination.
Fox 2.
Ignore enemy aircraft. Focus on ESM.
Trigger, you're inside the enemy's jamming zone.
Bandit acquired. Initiating attack.
Effects of friendly ESM are negated inside the enemy's jamming zones. Be careful.
No magic allowed, huh?
We're gonna make sure it doesn't come to that.
All enemy EW aircraft confirmed destroyed.
That's good news.
Got a visual on the target submarine. Here. Fly out. Kill us more case strikes.
Missile.
With a lost EW aircraft, round 3 strikes is movement.
Strider 1, hostile behind you.
Target is down.
Missile.
Receiving support from ESM. All aircraft be advised. Enemy strike fighters are on the approach. They're fullbacks, definitely faster than the ones before.
The pose a serious threat. Take them down.
Righto. Trigger, let's get this done quick.
Enemy on your rear. Missile. 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 Missile.
Receiving support from ESM.
Another enemy aircraft approaching our ship. Target is turning right. Firing Sam.
Missile away. Missile hit.
Seawind failed. Incoming. Block.
The bandit ship is under attack. Keep the enemy away from our ships.
Hard port. We can't cross the fleet map. All personnel, abandon ship.
Look, another destroyer's been sunk. Target eliminated. Go to work.
Looks like we'll have that beast captured in no time.
They'll be happy to see this. It's been 2 years at the bottom of the ocean. They would want to go back to that. I see 3 strikes. I'll kill you.
All aircraft be advised. 2 bogies on the approach. Aircraft type, Su-47.
Burkitts. Russia doesn't have many of those. Where'd they come from?
Huge. Can I kill him now? I've waited long enough. Use the confusion to kill this 6. Like a true villain, huh? I like the way you think.
Don't stand on my tail!
Taking fire!
Idiots, ignore their illusions.
Don't call me an idiot. I'd kill you if you weren't my brother.
Bogie shot down an Erusian bird.
What do you mean?
There are no more reinforcements. They must be hostile. You are clear to engage. Don't hesitate.
Who are these guys?
They're neither Ocean nor Erusian. They're just filthy bats.
I'm screwing you up so bad.
Hostiles just popped out of nowhere.
It's an ECM, type of saturation decoy.
Visually scan for the source.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
I got this guy. Take the shot.
I'll tear him apart.
We gotta get him here and now.
Missile. Missile.
Get him, Scream. It's on a silver platter.
Missile.
You're low on missiles.
We can shoot him down. They'll change our lives.
Triggered at the target.
Good, you're seeing right through their illusions.
Quick move at 3 strikes.
Being targeted by 3 strikes.
These guys are only going after Trigger.
Got my wingman.
Now it's my turn.
Shit. Scream. We're pulling out. We can't take down 3 strikes with damaged planes.
God damn it. 3 strikes. I will have you. You will die.
What? Am I hearing things?
No, I hear it too.
Hey, those filthy bats are on the run. Let them go. Secure air superiority and protect your allies.
Wilco.
That's what I like to see. Keep bringing it down.
Target destroyed. Anti-aircraft guns destroyed. Strider 1, Fox 2. Strider 1, AA gun destroyed. Additional hostiles confirmed.
Enemy's got a lot.
detecting surface-to-ship weapons teams around the sub. Eliminate them. The rings are thinning. At last, the light at the end of the tunnel. Continue with your mission. All ground targets destroyed.
This takes away the enemy's surface-to-ship capabilities. Fine work, Trigger.
Let the LRSSC take care of the enemy aircraft.
2 minutes remaining.
Come on, it's one round in the hole. Stick it.
Strider 1, missile away. Target is down.
Stay in formation.
Target hit. Strider 1, bandit destroyed.
Fire everything you've got. Don't even think about conserving ammo.
Target is
Friendly
down.
shot down the Su-34 approaching the fleet. We owe you one.
Captain, they're ready for takeoff, sir. They're prepared to sacrifice their lives to carry the cargo.
Beautiful.
Captain. Lives are about to be snuffed out in senseless cruelty. Nothing must be sacrificed to put them to rest.
Captain, it's 3 strikes and the crew. They've tied down the enemy bird. Our manship might make it through. Damn it, missile hit!
We're taking casualties.
Great.
Bandit ready. We got this. Our strike and a squadron are with us.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Incoming missile. We're targeted.
Alicorn, do you copy? We cannot stop the approaching enemy landing ship. Scuttle the sub immediately.
As of now, this boat no longer belongs to the Erusian military.
What do you say?
Don't you see?
We got it. Sailing out.
Messages will be difficult out here.
We need a clear.
Prophet, this is Longcaster. Enemy's resistance is dwindling and we've almost secured air superiority.
Copy, copy. Commencing capture operation.
The rest is all yours, Captain. Now I can finally have my sausage rolls.
That's the kind of food you eat up there?
Of course, anything other than finger food would get in the way of my duties.
That clearly wasn't what she meant. Took longer than I expected. I'll be leaving now. Take command from here on.
Well done, pilot.
Then slow ahead both engines.
Are you sure? The landing ship puppet to all active units. Enemy submarine has started moving.
Commence firing.
Main guns commence fire.
Bearing 180, cruising at 5 knots. Movement on the deck. It's their aircraft.
Alicorn fired on her with the railguns. The landing ship's on fire. It's gonna sink.
Confirming launch of submarine-based aircraft. 4 bird. It appears one of them is carrying a cruise missile.
What?
What happened?
Listen up. You need to take that bird down. Hurry!
Patch me in. Do you hear me? David North here. There's a possibility the cruise missile is a WMD.
Shit!
Hey, what about the submarine?
Gotta help our ship first.
Don't lose them. Shoot them down.
Shit.
Open vents. Fill all ballast tanks. Full speed ahead once we're underway.
Enemy submarine is going under.
Shit.
That monster will roam the oceans.
Trigger's caught up to them.
Scrap them, Trigger. Heed my words. 20,000 meters until the aircraft exits the AO. This will happen to end this hideous, elegant. Wind it down. Restoration of balance. Judgment. Yeah. Target's destruction confirmed.
Seems he was down by 3 strikes.
The damn bastard ruined it.
Captain,
Don't you see? He walked all over it with his dirty boots, over the crisp white sheets of my bed that I had just made.
sideshow for a scheme to kill 1 million people? Or was it the plan to save 10 million lives, command duty officer?
Here we go!
The operation has been completed. Stand by for further orders.
Hold on. We still don't know who those bats were. Why were they after Trigger? They were using OCS radio frequency. You mean they're on our side?
Impossible. They didn't respond to our IFF. Or maybe they were there to settle a personal score. There's nothing unusual about being shot in the back by an ally.
Guess it might have been that way where we came from, but you know what I'm saying, Trigger?
Everyone, here's a question.
That's enough. Remove him from the call.
Wait, don't hang up on me yet. How did they know that we had intelligence on their weapons of mass destruction? They never would have taken such actions if they didn't know.
They have a spy.
Better to be suspicious than not, I suppose.
At the very least, we'll have to assume from here on out that they know everything that we do.
Another question, Alex. Captain Mateus Torres, the captain of the Alicorn. What is his goal?
There are 21 likely targets. The number of main routes
Wrong.
to the targets is 2,405.
You're being too logical.
Want me to define main?
Alex, can you be more sensory?
What do you mean?
Make me a collage of Torres' quotes. Work freely. Keep my hypothesis in mind.
Life taken by cheap kills of forward projectional sea power.
No good.
No good.
Alex. All right, let's go on. Try to be a little more sensuous.
Monstrous, 16,752. And salvation of passivity.
Okay.
Vulgarity of 6 per minute of forward security.
Good.
Will of nuclear retaliation on death. 160 millimeter guidance where massacre is placed by mass planning.
More logically.
Salvation of 10 million. An elegant massacre upon the Cage continents.
Stop. That's correct, or is it?
David, I've built a model of Captain Torres and 3 strikes. Based on your hypothesis and mission parameters
from the past, I ran a precision combat simulation. But it failed.
Bummer. Why didn't it work?
Reasons in sensuous order are: 1. Your hypothesis is trash. 2. The parameters you gave me are trash.
Did I do something to tick you off?
3. Captain Torres is a singularity.
So the values diverge. But what about this one? 4. 3 strikes is a singularity.
That's outside the confidence interval. The possibility that it's 1, 2, or 3 is 99%.
What?
Significance is high.
Try this. This is 3 strikes data before he's assigned to the LRSSG.
The Erusian military is gathering its remaining naval forces at Anchorhead Bay. Apparently, they're even bringing in ships from the Mothball fleet. This is probably to reinforce their naval power in preparation for the showdown in Farbanti. We've received intel that the Alicorn will also be joining them.
From which source, Brigadier General? There's a possibility that Alicorn's former crew have been tasked with sabotage.
Your job is to analyze the enemy's weaponry. From now on, speak only when authorized. I don't hear a response.
May I be authorized to speak first, sir?
When we're done, I'll be talking to your superiors. Here's your mission. LRSSG is to raid Anchorhead. Carry out airstrikes on Anchor Bay to the north and Dockyard Bay to the south, inflicting all possible damage. If we can strip the port of its naval functions, we can also prevent the submarine from joining forces.
The area around Anchorhead is Erusian territory. To delay hostile detection, you will sortie in small numbers and make your way in at super low altitudes.
Small sortie. Who's going?
Count, Lanza, Hujan, and Trigger. 4 aircraft from Strider Squadron will be deployed.
Well, all right, I got this.
To cover our lack of numbers, we're giving you plenty of opportunities to resupply. Look here. We've set up multiple return lines. Make full use of them to resupply and change armaments. Also note that the enemy will not be able to mount a defense immediately after detecting them. Use this window to destroy high-threat targets. That should make things much easier for you.
It should also raise the survival rate.
Survival rate, huh?
The element of surprise and resupplying are the key. Beyond that, I just need a couple of pilots who will stick to my orders. We don't need an ace to succeed. Got anything to say? Good.
Brigadier General.
That is all.
David, go on.
Let me share the career of Mateus Torres, captain of the submarine Alicorn. Does anyone know how his people hailed him?
A bit unfair to provide us with next to no hints, don't you think?
Fair enough. The hero of Cumberth Harbor is the answer. He was a captain of the battleship Tanager at the time of the Continental War. It led Aegir Fleet, the Invincible Armada. But when the fleet was destroyed at Cumberth Harbor, so was his ship.
Yet, he's the hero?
He was able to bring most of his crew home with accurate damage control and precise evacuation orders. Then there's the accident with the Alicorn. Many believe that if they stay with him, they'll live. Transfer from surface to underwater is unusual. However, considering his skill and reputation, along with the fact that the Alicorn is no ordinary submarine, it all makes sense.
It'll be a difficult mission to carry out with 4 aircraft. Still, I'd like to add one more to the mission conditions.
What, you want to make it even harder?
I want 100% survival rate for the sortie. Any other number and the mission will be considered a failure.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP. I can almost touch the water.
Altitude restriction lifted. Begin up.
The food at this party's served buffet style. Pick whatever dish you like before the host mounts a resistance.
Luco, I'll eat their hearts out.
Sorry, Trigger, but the juicy targets are all mine.
Emergency! 4 bogeys! ETA 2 minutes!
Already here. Where's the attack coming from?
Nice, Trigger. There's no enemy movement
undervalued targets. Forget about your manners.
Never had any of those to begin with.
Had to stay behind last time. This is gonna be a walk in the park. It's a good warm-up to get back in the game.
Brigadier General Clemens, about 3 strikes. You sure we'll get a positive result this time?
Yes, General Shepard. Operation Dominoes is going as planned.
AA defense system was destroyed before it was activated. This'll make things easier later.
Contact HQ ASAP. We need accurate info.
Missile away. Box 2.
Keep bringing them down.
Nothing's happening.
Well, we have our fires up there.
Vessel destroyed. Resistance from enemy air defense is confirmed. Keep on dining. Just don't pay for it.
Righto!
Begin firing Sam! They think they've already won. Now's our chance. Now time for a counterstrike.
We should have brought my air-to-ground missiles.
The bomb would work fine. You'll wipe them out with one hit.
Strider 1, anti-ship missile away.
Sir, there's a few of them. They've done damage to the port and ship.
Command won't accept this report. Do whatever it takes to shoot them down.
Well then, let's make them pay with the ones they left behind.
Have we been authorized to use our weapons in high population areas? Give me a damage report. Have our ships so strong. Somebody do something about those bastards up there.
Strider 1, anti-ship missile launched.
Stacked to the brim.
Take out the ones huddled together.
Strider 1,
If we can get them here, we'll be able to save a lot of boys in Travanti.
Okay.
Engine room, fire up the turbine. Incoming. All vehicles prepare to return fire. Stay behind the building. The cage should be there.
30% of observed enemy forces destroyed.
Great. Keep it up.
We ain't done eating yet. Ain't that right, Trigger?
How many ships in port are still operational?
Target eliminated.
Ludicrous. They'll fill the port with scrap metal at this rate.
Trigger, get on the return line if you need to. There's no need to wait until you've entered your weapons bay.
Eunonia, the order is to abandon ship.
Lieutenant General Shepard, we have a status report. 50% of the enemy forces have been neutralized.
That's mostly the work of 3 strikes. You suggest an operation that doesn't rely on our 8 pilots. You won't have many on board unless you can convince them that we don't need 3 strikes.
Low altitude
Yes, sir.
approaches from on shore are difficult.
Don't let your guard down, guys. 100% survival rate. Let's go.
Yeah, we're all going home together.
It's launched.
There's a shipyard over there.
This port is home to multiple enemy fleets. Probably too much for Ponce's poor stomach.
Damn straight. Trigger, Cal, lend me a hand, will ya?
Half of our sector ships might have been sunk or neutralized.
It's not an option. We can't give LeBron and the rest of the conservatives any footing.
Sir, our ships are operational. Rescue operations are underway.
This is definitely the work of 3 strikes. They'd reject my report if it weren't. You made that missile, Strider 2? How many tanks are still operational?
Fox 2.
Scratch one.
We gotta shoot at him to shut him out.
This is Tucker 04, requesting airstrike on the helicopter carrying our target. Target is Vice Chief of Naval Ops, Rear Admiral Samuel Smith, sending coordinates.
All aircraft, we data link the intel we received from our recon team. If you have a visual on the target, shoot it down.
This is Shepard. Seems 3 strikes is showing a stellar performance. Osea has much need of him. That is the unanimous conclusion of those in this room, Brigadier General. Certainly not the result I predicted.
I'm sorry, sir.
In gun range.
All of us are out of ammunition!
Triggers wiped out the enemy's AA guns.
Good. Friendly should have an easier time attacking ground targets. Missile away.
Target confirmed down. With Samuel Grid gone, Arusia's naval stratagem will lose its edge.
Anti-ship missile fired.
Taking heavy return fire from moving ships. Strider 2, look out behind you!
Fox 2.
Hostile talking salvage companies while you can.
Missile launched.
Trigger, there's oncoming!
Bandit down. Trigger, don't push your luck on a damaged aircraft. Get on the return line if you need to.
Splashed.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Strider 1 down to hostile. Fox 2, Fox 2.
Missile hit. Enemy has a lock on you.
Enemy behind you! Came in for a picnic, found ourselves in a marathon.
I thought you said this could be a walk in the park? You take walks to, well, walk. But a picnic, you have to eat.
You don't have to tell me which you prefer.
4 MiG-31's approaching. They're fast. These guys are interceptors. Bearing 310, altitude 2,000.
Stay back. You're not equipped for air-to-air. We've still got machine guns. Engaging.
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed.
Awesome. Keep it up, Trigger.
Enemy aircraft. Fire!
Maintain course if you want to go back to resupply. Bandits coming from the northwest. They're in large numbers. 8 Su-37s.
4 Fighter 6 begin super low altitudes from bearing 015. We have a report that 3 strikes is among them. We have no further intel. Sorry, couldn't check the course.
Leave the rest on. Ask Squadron, EL Squadron, clear to engage. Already brought us time. Don't waste it. Control, returning to base. I've heard about you. You always have aircraft problems when 3 strikes is around. No joke! I have lost control! I don't need any missiles to buy time.
This is Tucker 04 requesting airstrike. Sending coordinates. Gotcha, pal. They have a lock on me. Made it sighted. Watch 2. Target confirmed down. That was Fleet Commander Gleb Almazov on board. It's gonna take a long time to rebuild the fleet without him.
Big God! Targets in machine gun range. Strider 1, missile launched.
Get away from that missile!
Hostile ships approaching from the southeast. It's a large fleet with Aegis vessel Metas and battleship Dysnomia numbering among them.
To fight a pristine fleet? After all that?
Let's do this.
Bridge to CIC. Multiple smoke plumes from the port.
If it weren't for the bad weather, we would have been caught buried. Prepare for anti-air combat.
Port control has reached the target.
Captain, we're starting to guide artillery fire drill.
Command duty officer.
Return. Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Make your landing check. Too fast. Lower airspeed. Bank right. Lower your nose. You're too high. Strider 1, this is Control Tower. The runway is clear?
Officer, what do you think will turn drill into a real war? You don't see it, do you? It's imagination. So use your imagination, my fellow submariners. A single shell will save 10 million lives. Begin drill.
grab some desserts.
I knew you'd say that.
Maintain course to return for resupply. Strider 1, missile away.
4 aircraft destroyed the entire board? This must be hallucinating. It's not a hallucination, it's right there! Push it! Missile inbound!
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. Missile away. The helicopter designated by the recon team has exited the combat zone.
3 strikes is performing well above our expectations.
You sound downright ecstatic. Alright, Trigger, let's go get him.
Additional UAVs on radar.
Pretty shabby for a reinforcement.
Stay sharp. There's something amiss.
Taking on this much naval power is an astonishing feat.
Imagine if they'd ever reached for Monty.
But they never will. Not bad for a day's work.
Taking on this much naval power is an astonishing feat. Warning, incoming high-speed projectile.
Projectile? It's the terminal guidance. Get away from that UAV.
What do you mean?
Contact imminent.
Salvation!
Impact at the UAV's coordinates.
Shit! I'm hit!
What? What happened?
More on the way. Contact imminent.
Trigger, you hanging in there? Picture it. Salvation! The death of a million is a necessity.
Analysis shows the projectile was a railgun shell. We're currently determining the launch site.
They're shooting from beyond the horizon. That's why they need the UAV for terminal guidance.
We'll data link the predicted explosion radius from now on.
Damn it. You're telling me to leave my teammates behind?
Illusion, head back. I want that 100% survival rating.
Roger that. I'm pulling out.
We got the rest covered.
I'm counting on you.
Trigger, missile incoming! This one's mine. Hostile eliminated. That's the way to do it.
UAV destroyed. Enemy has a lock on you. Missile away. Projectile exploded in the distance. Must be a failsafe.
Bingo. Looks like we found a solution.
Alright, all aircraft, follow Trigger's example if you can.
Hell, that's easy for you to say.
3 minutes remaining.
Tucker 04 to Longchapter. We need you to attack the designated heli.
Locked on bandit. This one's mine.
Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact. Impact, now!
Imagine.
Target confirmed down. In 10 years, Vice Commander of the 7th Destroyer Squadron, Tom Von Lee, will be in charge of the Erusian Navy. Well, would have been, actually.
Box 2.
2 minutes remaining.
Say goodbye. Launch 2.
Missile launched.
Splashed. Not bad, not bad.
All rotorcraft in the area appear to have been eliminated.
Our helicopters are all dark. So what the snowbirds can do.
Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact.
Enemy's got a lock.
Projectile exploded. It's gone.
Deliverance.
Target acquired. Strider 1, missile away.
Target confirmed down. With Captain Alonso Terrigo gone, Aegis vessel Thalassa won't be much of a threat.
1 minute remaining.
Valkyrie, this is Corbin. Package X already waiting. Sound good?
With a million lives each.
Also, there's a rumor going around with the military. 3 strikes in the sky is a sign of an accident.
3 strikes. It's in the drive. Imagine what's just about to be killed. Why are they going to be killed, you ask? Because they wanted to steal. To torment you to burn. target to cut you apart. It was for your sins, your action, and your vengeance. There has to be a reason. Down. 3 strikes has none of that. I do. Us too. Do you see command duty officers? You do. Enemy has a lock.
Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact. Maintain course to return for resupply. Contact.
Strider 1, this is Control. Strider 1, this is Control. Strider 2, Box 2. Well done. We've managed to hit the Erusian Navy's fleet and command structure pretty hard. That was definitely a free lunch if there ever was one. Mission complete. Return to base. Withdraw from the operation airspace. You completed the mission, but it's not done until you return home.
Arrogant bastard. Stand by. Warning. 2 bogies inbound. Bearing 090, Su-47s.
Lanza! Missile! Behind you! Lanza!
Strider 3 is hit.
Good. Now we have less goons to deal with. Do it, Scream.
That's those damn bats.
Engage to let Strider 3 escape. We're calling off the withdrawal. Both of you, watch out for their missiles. The missile alert didn't go off in time. Hit me as soon as I heard it.
It may be that the enemy's missiles have stealth capabilities. Their missiles may hit you immediately after your missile alert goes off.
So that's the trick. Calling out to unidentified aircraft. Cease combat immediately and withdraw.
What the? Brigadier General Clemens is radioing enemy aircraft on Ocean channels.
Too late. Trigger's already started. I repeat, withdraw.
Don't let anyone think you can shut up. 3 strikes is going down.
They're responding. Goddamn idiots.
You call me an idiot again, I'll kill you.
You siblings can go to hell together. Brother and sister?
Come at me, 3 strikes. Shit. Damn it.
Gotcha. Damn, he dodged it.
Railgun shell lost its target.
Keep firing. Fire!
Come on, 3 strikes. You've got a hot chick right in front of you.
They're trying to make you chase one so the other can get on your ass. Good, you're on their 6. It's 2 on 2, Trigger. We can't lose.
Sorry, but you don't count. It's 2 on 1.
Who are you calling a wuss?
Strider 1 has splashed a drone. Projectile exploded. It's gone.
Worried about the drones much, 3 strikes?
The bats seem to have enhanced their ECM capabilities.
Righto.
Turn your back on me. You're last.
Come on, then.
You did it, Trigger!
You idiot! Stay focused! Take down 3 strikes.
Only 1 left. We run them down together. But the death will be with you, Trigger.
Don't let the enemy's emotions make you lose your cool.
Not 1 bit.
I can't do it for long. You're so smart. You know that?
No need to feel sorry about it, Trigger.
No, I can't do anything. Not on my own.
Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact. That's a hit. We got the bat.
Take that, asshole.
Unidentified aircraft. Eject.
Pull up.
Eject now.
Just going to have a so I'm going to be alone again and I'm going to freak.
ship has disappeared from our radar. At that altitude, it likely has crashed.
Serves them right. Yes. The problem has been eliminated.
Meet us at the drop-off point. 3 Strikes has removed all Strangler Erusian forces. That did make for a good sideshow.
I have no doubt that the plan to save 10 million lives will lead Erusia to true victory.
Stop thinking so small. It's salvation on a far grander scale.
I can almost touch the water.
Ujan, no, stop it! Hey, chill.
Ujan, stand down! Sit!
Shit, my cola.
The fleet at Anchorhead was eliminated, and we prevented the submarine from joining forces. The unidentified aircraft were shot down too. The mission was a complete success.
Complete success, my ass.
Brigadier General, it sure seemed to me like the bats knew you pretty damn well.
You seem to be confused. Report in for a medical check. We'll decide if you're still fit for service based on the examinations.
Cut it!
That's enough! Get the MP!
He's right. Get the MP.
Vice Chairman Edwards of the Joint Chiefs of Staff?
The Alicorn slipped into Anchorhead Bay after the mission was completed, using the confusion for cover. It resupplied quickly and escaped unharmed. Their goal was not to join forces. It was to resupply using the window we created by chasing away the Erusian forces. We did their bidding, albeit unknowingly. But the problem runs deeper than our lack of tactical acumen. Analyst North, explain for us.
Of the crew caught in the submarine accident, 330 men made it back alive. Of them, 300 are still in the sub today. Our intel has led us to believe that some or all of the 30 men who left the sub are now working as agents for the Alicorn. Sabotage, espionage, cyber propaganda, dissemination of false intel. Brigadier General, do you recognize the name Edgar Saxon, or Zool, as he used to go by? He is a former member of the Alicorn's crew, and your source of intel.
You are a fool, Brigadier General Clemens. Not only that, the radio communications during the mission suggests you are a traitor.
Sir, if you check with Lieutenant General Shepard, you'll understand that this is all just a misunderstanding.
The Lieutenant General claims you were responsible for handling all aspects of the mission. Now, let me say that again. Get the MP.
No need for that. Piece of shit.
We've acquired important intel from the mission. For example, the shells from long-range anti-air fire came in on depressed trajectories. Look, the estimated energy output of the railgun is 500 megajoules at least. Fired at minimum energy trajectory, range is over 3,000. They hit a powerful rail cannon aside from their main guns.
It's almost like Stonehenge.
A mobile Stonehenge.
And also, this. The Alicorn was in harbor at Anchorhead for approximately 10 minutes. They couldn't have loaded SLBMs. They loaded something smaller.
Smaller?
What is smaller and yet a powerful weapon?
Tactical nukes.
Close. The answer is tactical nuclear shells.
Nuclear shells?
No way.
Hey, he got that question right.
Nah, I missed the shell part.
Quiet!
They'll likely attack our bases on the East Coast.
Their target's ORED, the Ocean capital.
They want a nuclear war?
Here's a question. What's a situation where nuclear deterrence doesn't work?
Quiz guy, I've had enough of this.
Oh, only if terrorists have the nukes.
Correct.
Damn, Scald.
Hey, I'm good at trivia games.
But we're after an Erusian submarine, not terrorists.
No, he's right. HQ tells me Erusia's justification is that the Alicorn mutinied. As such, the Erusian military cannot be held responsible for the submarine's actions.
Damn.
So they intend on dropping a nuke on the Ocean capital of Olred.
Here's a question for you, analyst. Just exactly who are we fighting?
Correct term is terrorist, or irregular military, but I have a different name for them. An enemy to be stopped at all costs.
Correct.
Some individuals are exempt from rules that should apply to everyone. A hero is suddenly a risk factor the moment the war is over. So you murder him. Crude, but effective. In reality, they've no need for living heroes, just dead ones. Here's a question, Alex. Can we stop Captain Mateus Torres?
Depends on if you treat the captain or 3 strikes as a singularity.
Both are. What happens when 2 singularities exist on the same field?
That requires 7 months calculation with current resources.
We'll just have to trust the guys in the field.
David, evacuate.
No, I still have to finish up here.
The Erusian military finally sent part of the Alicorn specs. Its basic capabilities listed here were as we predicted. What's interesting is this over here. In addition to main guns, they have a 600mm 128 caliber rail cannon. The barrel exceeds 70 meters. Its range is over 3,000 kilometers. That matches what we calculated from the bombardment on Anchorhead Bay. The mini nuke they seem to have obtained has a yield of 1 kiloton. It'll destroy anything within a 400-meter radius of ground zero. Casualties are to be in the tens of thousands.
I know some things are better left unsaid, but let me say it. That's less damage than I expected.
Nice catch. Do you remember this speech?
This vote has the means to end this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner. The world shall be horrified by the number of lives we will take. Only then will they let go of their weapons. Weapons that would have taken the lives of 10 million.
The imagery invoked by those words and the actual predicted damage just don't match.
So, here's a question.
Sorry, got no quizzes for you today. They will launch the nuke on September 19th.
Why are you so sure?
Because that's the anniversary of the end of the Continental War. Anti-war demonstrations and victory parades are in full swing in Olred. There's about 1 million participants in total. That number will rise on the anniversary. However, this nuke isn't that powerful. They'd have to thread through the eye of a needle to achieve their desired result.
Terminal guidance would be needed.
Right. How do they intend to achieve it when even GPS won't work?
You're all thinking too much. If we sink the submarine, it's problem solved.
Crude, but effective.
Crude?
All right, look at this. The Alicorn's expected course. We know it was off Anchorhead Bay, and it has to get to Olred within range before September 19th. They must avoid being detected by Osea, its allies' sound surveillance system, and ships. Taking into account its maximum operating depth, this is the only possible route. The Alicorn will move along the Azalea seamount chain and reach a rather blandly named body of water called Ps4 The waters here are shallow due to an undersea mountain range and nearby islands. This is where it'll be. We also know roughly when they'll arrive in the area.
Quite the prediction you have.
Indeed, but if it makes it through, then you're looking at P&E Trench. The sub's max operating depth is 600 meters. Tracking it would be impossible.
Right. Now I'm going to give you the mission details, so listen up. Our mission is to cooperate with the patrol aircraft to find the Alicorn. In the first phase of the mission, multiple patrol aircraft will drop sonobuoys to build a sonobuoy barrier. Then, in the second phase, we narrow down the possible location of the Alicorn by analyzing the data obtained from the sonar reads. The results of our analysis will be data linked and shown on an overlay on your radars. And for the final phase, Trigger, you're gonna look for the submarine. We acquired one special MAD, a magnetic anomaly detector, for this. It'll be on Trigger's plane. Fly over where we expect the Alicorn might be. If the submarine is right beneath you, your MAD will detect it. You'll also have nautical charts on your radars, so use them. Once it's found, our fleet will commence a unified attack with ass rocks and sink it.
And if we miss?
4 ships will be joining the operation. There won't be a second salvo.
So who's flying, Wiseman?
Everyone except myself. Oh. This is an order. Now get your fat asses moving.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Well, it's time for some treasure hunt, Trigger.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Hushin. We all know what'll happen if we screw up.
This is Patrol Aircraft Sector 1. Deploy the submarine barriers. We're all prepared to try to fly, and that's why there's so many of us. According to calculations, just one needs to fly to locate it.
Those aren't the sort of calculations we like, are they, Trigger?
Damn right. Same for the rest of us, too.
They're here as predicted. Detecting hostiles. They're definitely aircraft from the Alicorn.
Trigger, you take the lead. The patrol aircraft must be protected. All aircraft, follow Trigger.
Understood.
Understood.
Roger. Understood.
3 strikes, rebels in the killing. Catch him while he's at it. Go! Rip the wings off that degenerate!
Strider 2, engaging. Strider 3, engaging. Cyclops 2, engaging. They must have been waiting for us in the air. Cyclops 4.
David, here's a question. How many aircraft can the Alicorn carry?
20 to 30, depending on the type of aircraft, but it's unconfirmed intel. Could be more. With 3 strikes, you could reduce them to a single digit.
Missile launched. We're detecting additional UAVs. Intercept them.
Aircraft from the sub, so there were more hiding.
Trigger, can you get him?
Everything we've got as soon as we fly from the downed aircraft is landing in the water. Report bodies. I move the debris stops raining.
Locked on, you're mine.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Landed on my stick. I can't get them off. Aircraft I heard about?
This one's mine. Prioritizing the ones close to the patrol aircraft.
Missile away.
Get away from that missile!
Hostile confirmed destroyed.
How are you? Are you still in this? Sit tight. Our air patrol and the LRSSG will find them.
Come on, find that stuff first. Required mark on bandit. Firing. Was that 3 strikes? Thanks, buddy.
Do you have a moment?
What's up?
Sacrificial land. 2 groups of demonstrators have clashed. People are running away. I see lots of signs held up. Or even banners flying in the air. They're advertising drones.
What? You're in Overhead?
Well, yeah, I live here. I haven't saw the terminal guy this country either.
I meant, why aren't you running?
Hey, you guys aren't running, are you?
Damn right.
Yes, those drones are running away.
What do you mean?
I'll call you back. Alex, I need to check something.
Missile launched.
Enemy missile inbound. Prepare for impact.
Our ghost pal's in a tight spot. Nice kill, Trigger. The patrol aircraft can continue now.
This one's only by my head. One of those dropped. Sector 2. We've been attacked by hostiles.
Protect Spectre!
Missile coming at me! Evading! Fox 2.
So what if the calculations say we only need one of them? There are people in all those planes.
Yeah, and we're gonna make sure it doesn't come to that.
I can't break this lock!
Strider 1, nice work.
Stall warning.
Strider 1, missile launched.
I gotta stay with my sight. We're damaged! The hostiles are coming after us!
Our patrol aircraft are under attack.
Knew it. I knew that captain was up to no good.
Caution.
This one's all mine.
Strider 1, missile away.
Hostile confirmed down! No, Giselle. Three strikes got her back.
Trigger, the other guys are standing their ground, but in the end, it comes down to you. Do us proud.
70% of sonar buoy dropped.
Just a little more.
All aircraft be advised. Our radars picked up new hostiles.
We're good. The sonar buoys have enough battery life. Breaking. Enemy has a lock. Fox 2.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Bandit on my stick. I can't get them all. Hit by a missile! Scoring! Shoving! Spectre's in trouble. Fast, cover them. Good work.
Situation becoming the baffled, Captain.
They won't chase by sea. Pursuers will be airborne.
95% of sonar dropped.
They must be very frustrated right now. It's nearly impossible to find us in these open seas.
Come if you dare, 3 strikes.
Damn it, they aren't meant to fly when we haven't secured air superiority.
Confirming new hostiles.
Strider 1 lost! Well, it's time for some treasure hunt, Trigger. Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Ocean. We all know what'll happen if we screw up.
Patrol aircraft Sector 1. We'll deploy the sonar buoy barrier. We're all prepared to buy the farm, and that's why there's so many of us. According to calculations, just one needs to fly to locate it.
Those aren't the sort of calculations we like, are they, Trigger?
Damn right. Same for the rest of us, too.
They're here as predicted. Detecting hostiles. They're definitely aircraft from the Alicorn.
Trigger, you take the lead. The patrol aircraft must be protected. All aircraft, follow Trigger.
Wilco.
Understood.
Understood.
Roger.
Understood.
3 strikes, rebels in the killing. Catch him while he's at it. Go! Rip the wings off that degenerate!
Strider 2, engaging. Strider 3, engaging.
Cyclops 2 engaging.
They must have been waiting for us in the air.
Stage, here's a question. How many aircraft can the Alicorn carry?
20 to 30, depending on the type of aircraft, but it's unconfirmed intel. Could be more. With 3 strikes, you could reduce them to a single digit.
20% of sonar buoys dropped. Situation report.
Debris from the downed aircraft is landing in the water.
Let me know when the bodies, I mean the debris, stops raining.
Trigger won't be able to defend. We're detecting additional UAVs. Intercept them.
So there were more hiding.
Trigger, can you get him?
Locked on! Locked on!
You're mine.
Acquired lock on bandit. Firing!
Strider 1, locked on target.
Fox 2.
Missile away.
Yeah, way to smoke him!
Submarines underwater. They're using pilots as sacrificial lambs, just like with their UAVs.
Attempting to break enemy lock.
Fox 2.
I'm on my target's tail.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Thanks, buddy.
Do you have a moment?
What's up?
Two groups of demonstrators have clashed. People are running away. I see lots of signs held up. There are even banners flying in the air. They're advertising drones.
What? You're an Elred?
Well, yeah, I live here. I haven't sold the terminal guidance since Easter.
I meant, why aren't you running?
You guys aren't running, are you?
Damn right.
Running? Yes, those drones aren't running away.
What do you mean?
I'll call you back. Alex, I need you to check something. 45% of sonar moving dropped. Sector 2. It's been attacked by hostiles. Where their escort? Kill them with your body. This looks fine.
Target in gun range.
Special delivery.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Box 2! Box 2!
On my target's back. Time to punch through.
Knew it. That captain was up to no good.
Missile did not connect.
Firing everything we've got as soon as we find that sub. We've only got one chance.
Cyclops 2. Box 2.
Got it! Let's pull out the side! Spectre's in trouble. We need to cover them. Hostile confirmed down. No, Giselle. 3 strikes got her back.
Trigger, the other guys are standing their ground, but in the end, it comes down to you. Do us proud.
70% of sonar buoys dropped.
Just a little more.
All aircraft be advised. Our radars picked up new hostiles.
Go back underwater where you came from. Locked on, locked on. Missile coming at me.
Missile away.
Locked on.
Landed on my stick, I can't get him off. Box 2. We're damaged. The hostiles are coming after us.
They're coming after our patrol aircraft, all right.
Our job remains the same.
Should we clear the vessels, Captain?
They won't chase by sea. Pursuers will be airborne.
95% of sonar buoys dropped.
No Bravo situation. They must be very frustrated right now. It's nearly impossible to find us in these open seas.
How if you dare 3 strikes?
Our patrol aircraft are under attack.
Confirming new hostiles.
Stopping sonar buoy now.
Attempting to break into the rock.
We've lost the tackle!
Our ghost pal is in a tight spot. Fire.
Enemy missile inbound. Prepare for impact.
Damn it. We aren't meant to fly, but we haven't secured air superiority.
The fire's locked on bandits. Firing.
Mayday, mayday, mayday!
Control down. Protect the remaining aircraft.
No more on my watch.
Target is hit.
Scratch one.
All servers dropped. Barrier completed. Analysis completed. Data linking the Alicorn's navigable zone.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
We're treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger, you're on contingent combat air patrol.
Go, Trigger. Leave these chumps to us.
The MAD will function at high speeds. Fly slower than 800 kilometers an hour. The lower you fly, the wider the detection radius of the MAD. Be sure to fly low.
How did that huge thing hide from us all this time?
Okay, Trigger, your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya?
Trigger, your MAD's showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near.
You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in.
Picking up a magnetic signature. Signature lost. I'm seeing strong noise in the MAD signal.
Shit. They predicted that we'd use the MAD.
Seems like this is our contingency.
They know it's the source of the noise on the ocean surface. It's likely similar to a buoy.
I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources.
Correct. That's it.
Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them.
Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys. What the? A huge explosion just went off underwater.
Explosion? Control aircraft. What's happening underwater?
Underwater machines deploying control checkers.
The Alicorn will use the noise recover and head out at full speed. Destruction confirmed.
Destroy the jamming buoys before the enemy submarine escapes.
Full speed ahead. Aye, sir. Don't let him get away.
Destruction confirmed.
Damn it. Inspector, I can't disturb the sublocation again as soon as the noise dies down.
Can we make it?
The last jamming buoy has been destroyed.
How'd it go?
Wait for the sonar buoys to respond.
Oh, God damn it.
Collecting intel about the enemy submarine.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis done.
Its location is moved. Trigger, I'm sending you the search area. Don't let it get away.
The Alicorn has almost reached the trench. Time's running out.
Hurry.
It's okay. Trigger's already on the hunt.
Missile.
Confirming more hostile UAVs. They just launched from the Alicorn.
We can launch them underwater?
If you can splash even one, it'll be that much easier for Trigger.
Missile.
Strider, Cyclops, we don't have much time left. Don't you worry. Trigger will find it.
Trigger's given me so much cover and I still... Shit, I'm just pathetic.
Double time it, Trigger. Count on it. Think we can find it? This is pretty tough.
You reeled it in. Positive hit on the MAD.
That's it.
Strider 1 found the submarine Alicorn.
All that flying around paid off.
We ain't done yet. Give it the finishing blow.
Target coordinates acquired. Coordinates re-entered.
Commence preparations to fire the VL Athrock.
VL Athrock ready for launch.
Line of fire is clear.
Ready. Fire all missiles! Fire!
Missile away.
All anti-submarine missiles launched. Report the results.
Did we get him?
Alicorn spotted. It's surfacing.
Surfacing? We haven't sunk it? Surfacing? We haven't sunk it? It's attacking our fleet. Son of a... We did hit him. What? You're wrong, Cal. Back them into a corner. They're vulnerable now that they've surfaced. Follow up on Trigger.
Welcome.
Roger.
Strider 1 has destroyed a railgun.
Awesome. That's one horn snapped off.
Direct hit on main gun. Interact.
Order is United ship. We can't drain it. Evacuate.
We've lost Destroyer Seagull and Aegis Vessel Canary.
The 2 years that we fought at the bottom of the sea, I will not allow our perseverance to be desecrated.
You're being locked onto by the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
If one of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces.
They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about.
Throttle up.
The Alicorn fired its railguns.
It's using its main guns for anti-air combat. The Alicorn is diving.
The outer station is damaged. We'll have to surface again soon. We need to shoot down the drone that has been launched.
There's no means of retreat. We'll have to kill them all if we are to live. If you wish to live, then you must let go of your life.
Victor Squadron will continue surveillance. We might be able to locate it if it's about to surface.
That's more than enough. All aircraft, position yourself to hit the Alicorn as it surfaces.
Righto. Strider 3 launching missile.
Hostile has acquired a lock. Sub spotted. Sending underwater coordinates.
Strider 1, locked on target. Missile launched.
Locked on bandit.
Enemy submarine surfacing.
Be not afraid. Did you not leave your fears behind at the bottom of the abyss? Charging complete. Commence fire! Box 2, Box 2. Come on, dodge that missile!
All railguns have been destroyed.
Trigger took both of its arms off! Don't let your guard down. There's no guarantee that monster only has a pair of them.
We lost both of our main guns!
Fire all remaining weaponry at 3 strikes! They control all other aircraft!
The Alicorn has launched aircraft.
That's some real skill there. They've got serious guts to take off right now.
Guts. They're just damn crazy.
Flying objects have been launched from the Alicorn. They have different signatures from the UAVs we've seen. The Alicorn is submerged. Wait for the next window of attack.
My fellow submariners, you rely on killing weight. It gives you the right to take the lives of others.
We cannot let the enemies attack fleet or brother. I'll go head on with 3 strikes and take him down with me.
Small UAVs have activated EM barriers.
I have visual. They look similar to the Arsenal Bird's defense system.
What do we do then? We don't have Stonehenge to bust through them, you know.
The aircraft are just streaking cars. Must mitigate them. Pretend it's launching. Why should we fear death? We picked up the Alicorn underwater. Oh yeah, we're the best.
I'm gonna open this guy up.
Missile launched. The Alicorn is surfaced. Commence assault.
I'll show you what a proud con is.
This is our chance.
Strider 1, bandit splash. Strider 1, missile launched.
Target destroyed by Strider 1.
Okay, Box 2.
Aircraft have taken off from the submarine.
Damn, got away. Come my captain ass. Kill 50 men.
Confirming Strider 1 destroyed target.
I don't want to spend another 2 years underwater.
That pressure
Don't worry. All will survive if it goes under now.
Missile launched.
I'll get their attention. Go finish him off.
Barrier drone destroyed. All aircraft, try to follow Trigger's example.
Right, I think I got it, Trigger. Keep firing! Crush their lines under the weight of your legs!
Prepare for hand-to-air combat.
The Alicorn is diving.
Got a bunker too. Stat rep?
The advertising drones. These guys are doing the terminal guidance.
Hey, chill.
They are advertising drones flying above the demonstrators. They're perfect for a guidance system. Your opponent is that captain. I'll call you back. Alex, how far away is the closest airbase now?
Roughly 82 kilometers.
Launching missile. Yes, you see the lives being lost. Completion is at hand.
UAV destroyed.
The souls of the dead are coming together like the pieces of a puzzle.
Alicorn underwater.
Alicorn surfacing.
We must save those souls that died chained to the prison of ethics.
Target is approaching aircraft.
Get them before they go under a Trigger.
Missile hit. The pressure hull to the ballast tank has sustained damage.
Don't let Trigger mount the spotlight.
We're in critical condition in reactor control. Fissures in the pressure hull.
Aircraft have launched from the Alicorn. Target acquired. You destroyed all of the SAM sites.
Yes, sir!
I'll make sure you never surface again.
Target is hit.
Concentrate all firepower on the assaulting aircraft.
Trigger's attack hit. Convinced.
That's a hit. Target is hit.
That was Trigger!
Locked on. This one's
Enemy submarine diving.
It got away!
Hello? We're in the middle of a search. How are things?
We're going to jam the entire region in the Air Force's EW aircraft.
Whoa. That's a big bang.
All radios will be disabled. Controlling the drone from Terminal 9 will be impossible. It's crude, but effective.
Bastard.
Cell phones will stop working too. This might be our last call.
Leave the rest on us.
We lost a patrol aircraft. The Alicorn is surfaced. Commence assault.
What we have to do is simple. I give the orders, and you snuff out the target.
Follow Trigger's lead.
Longcaster, my HUD's glitching. Trigger, count. How are things over there?
We've identified the source of the jamming signal. It's the Alicorn.
Bet that sinking a surface sub would be easy.
Fox 2. All VLSs confirmed destroyed.
I'm on the tail.
The submarine's aircraft have taken off.
Enemy has a lock. Evade!
Trigger destroyed a jammer. Jamming signals no longer detected.
Quick at work, just as always.
Thanks, Trigger.
Missile launched. UAV is down.
Here they come.
Launching other missiles. The Alicorn is submerged. Wait for the next window of attack.
Box 2, Box 2.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Keep an eye on your rear.
It has to be reeling from all that damage.
Jacob, you'll get you. Standing behind you.
Strider 2, Box 2.
Lieutenant Louis Barbieri. Honestly, I've yet to write a will.
Trigger is splashed. I lost all my family in the war, sir.
Christ, you shall be part of our salvation. Don't die! You have permission to take off!
Aye, aye, sir.
Enemy submarine surfacing.
Chase them! Bandit down.
Trigger, let's end this once and for all.
Strider 1, missile away. Aircraft have taken off from the submarine.
Box 2.
Missile hit.
Sink!
Enemy has a lock on you.
The fire's locked on Bandit. Firing. To submit to the orders of my superiors.
Target hit.
The enemy submarine's outer hull is severely damaged. It won't be able to dive like that.
Yes!
All right! All right!
We surrender.
What?
What's going on?
I know this voice. This is the submarine aircraft cruiser Alicorn. We surrender. Stop shooting.
All aircraft, cease fire.
It's a con man talking. I should know.
Let's just sink it!
Negative. We cannot attack those that have surrendered. That's a breach of international law.
I repeat, we surrender.
What do we do?
Weapon use is prohibited.
I hold international law so dearly. We'll no longer be soldiers the moment we don't. Then I'll happily quit my career.
Do not attack.
We will surrender. We are currently making preparations to be disarmed.
I'm David North, an analyst at the Ocean Intelligence Agency. Captain, we've already jammed your terminal guidance system over ORED. Your shot will miss the mark.
Let me tell you a story. Back when I was a gunnery officer, I had to aim at an enemy ship 30 kilometers away in the middle of a storm. The seas were rough that day, and still I landed one of the 2 shots.
Here's a question. Was your plan elegant? The answer is yes. At least until 3 strikes ruined it.
What do you know of beauty?
They have no intention to surrender. Stop them, Trigger.
Hit the bell, Trigger. Hurry! Wait, Trigger.
Stop attacking immediately.
Charge up. Target is the Ocean capital of Ored. To take the lives of 1 million people to 5,000 kilometers Execution of orders, you dumbass! Move the next shell! Aye, sir.
All aircraft, destroy the Alicorn.
Logo!
Alright.
Logo! Logo! Understood.
Aim for the base of the rail cannon.
FCS error! Can't raise the elevation of the barrel!
3 strikes in the sky is a sign of an ill omen. Captain, all slow ahead. Flood the aft trim tanks.
Sir, the boat will sink aft first.
And that'll give the gun the elevation it needs. Don't you see 3 strikes? 10 million lives will be saved at the cost of a mere million lives.
Liar, you just want to kill people. We won't let you.
Good. Your attacks are hitting the base of the rail cannon.
You just made a statement right there, didn't you, Trigger? A powerful boat, a powerful gun, powerful ammunition. Add to that lots of people and a precise aim. Then sprinkle down the orbit, and the formula is complete.
You're nothing more than a mass murderer.
Supercapacitor charge at 45%. Pitch angle at +2 degrees.
Trigger, you wouldn't end this.
Don't hesitate. They quit being soldiers the moment they fake their surrender. Then engage me. What makes you and I any different? If you want to kill the 300 men on this boat to save a million, how is that any different?
Trigger, give him the answer. Have him take it to the bottom of the ocean.
Don't you see? Don't you see? Landing a clean shot on a difficult target.
All right!
Target hit. Target hit.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff, Trigger.
Confirming explosions. The rail cannon's been destroyed.
Yeah, baby. Don't you see? 1 million lives! The Alicorn's hull is severely damaged. No, it's completely split in two.
She really pulled it off.
And that's our final answer.
I see loads of floating objects in the waves. I don't think there are any survivors, Wiseman.
Copy that. The enemy submarine has been destroyed. Operation is complete.
That was unbelievable. Just all of it.
That's right. Yeah.
There are some who send those around them to their doom. Like Captain Mateus Torres was a devil incarnate. There are others. Others who show the way to everyone else. Those who stand at the forefront to cast the light. Those who follow them can't help but feel that they're in the right hands, that they'll make it. This is an era where there isn't a singular answer, like a quiz question. The world awaits a hero to keep the torch aloft, banishing the darkness.
Quite the poet. That's a story I'm gonna have to tell my kid.
All aircraft in David. The operation is complete. Return to base and get some rest. Oh man, finally time for some munchies. Could you hand me the burger over there? Oh, and the knife and fork too, please.
Once I get back to base, I'm heading to the mess hall.
Operation is complete.
Can we celebrate now?
Yeah, good work.
Yeah!
Yahoo! Your next mission's in 32 hours.
Whoa. Not something I
That
tell
was
my son
something.
about. Give me a break.
I'm good, Alex. Won't need that wake-up call every 2 hours anymore.
David, only the summary is fine. Give me the report ASAP. I'll hand it to the president.
That's why I haven't slept in the last 80 hours.
78 hours and 52 minutes.
Okay. Well, now to the conclusion. Assuming that 3 strikes is a singularity, why not terminate him?
There is a fact that has been observed in all of the missions 3 Strikes has taken part in. All dependent elements that either mimic or follow the subject have increased chances of survival.
Try to be more sensuous.
Go Trigger's way, you'll make it. He leads the way.
Really?
Significance is high.
That's uncharacteristically illogical of you.
Ha ha ha.
Is that really how you laugh?